We beat a very good basketball team tonight. Well coached. I mean, they're one of the fastest teams we've played this year. They move that basketball up and down, make or miss. They're flying down the court. I mean, you never have a chance to really catch your breath when you play against them. And they're a very physical team too. So, I'm just really proud of our guys, our effort, because like I said, we beat a good basketball team, and I'm just happy that we were able to play well enough to get the win.
What did you see in the second half when you were able to pull away? You really kind of shut down their three-point shot. They didn't shoot it very well in that second half.
Well, that's what we emphasized at halftime. That was our emphasis going into the game. Didn't work out too well for us in the first half. But the second half, our guys really did key in on their shooters. We got locked in, and I think that was a big difference in the ballgame. What
did you think of Taco's game? I know it was his first game he played without the goggles. I know he's supposed to wear theirs, but he seemed like he did pretty good without them.
Well, basketball players are superstitious, so he'll probably be without the goggles from now on. I'd be surprised if he changes that up. But, I thought Taco was terrific. I mean, he's been building towards this all season long. We've seen it coming in practice, and, he played terrific. I mean, on both ends of the floor. I mean, the offensive, portion speaks for itself. He had 20 points tonight. But it's what he did on defensive end, how active as he was. He guarded guys that were out in the perimeter more. And I thought he did a great job. He was very effective for us. So I'm really happy with his overall development.
What's been the difference these 4 wins compared to the first couple of games?
I mean, they all are going to be tough. I mean, that's what, just the realization in college basketball right now. There's a lot of parity, and it's going to be tough. You got to earn every one of these wins. And the ones we've won, we've earned. The ones that we've lost, the other team earned it. So, for us, it's just staying, trying to get better every day, trying to get closer every day. That's what I tell my team pretty much almost every day after practice. Let's get better and let's get closer. Because if we stay in the same, teams are passing us. So we got to keep improving. I think you can see us improving. Our guys, the chemistry is starting to come, some continuity is starting to show out there. And that's what this game's about. Our guys are competitors. We just need to make sure that we stay focused and keep competing.
Yesterday, obviously, was a tough day for the program overall with Mackenzie Milton suffering a devastating injury. Did you hear about that? And obviously, and what are your thoughts about that with Mackenzie?
I just really feel bad for the young man. I don't know the extent of the injury or what happened. All I get is kind of, what's on the news and so forth. But so I don't really know what's going on with him other than, it looked like it was a tough injury, and I just feel sorry for the young man. I'm just praying that he'll be healthy, that he'll regain his health and can finish his career. He's been a tremendous, just a tremendous person on our campus. Football and without football. I mean, he's been a great, role model to a lot of people, and I just really hate to see that happen to any young man, especially a young man like Mackenzie Milton.
Next year of Alabama, any early thoughts on that?
Sure hadn't had a chance to think about them. We just finished up, but I know they're a very good team. They're really talented, and they're well coached. And again, so we're looking at another team that was, I think that's going to have a great season, and looking forward to another challenge in facing a team like Alabama.
How did it feel to play at home after the road tournament?
It feels good to get back home. It really feels good to be back home in front of our fans. And it really feels good to get back home and win. I think that was something that, I think all of our guys were excited about to get back on the right track here at home and protecting our home court. So really, really excited.
Is Caesar, is he okay? Or he didn't
just coach's decision. Yeah, he's just fine.
What's the plan with Miles Douglas and Dre Fuller? I don't think they've dressed so far this season.
No, they'll end up redshirting.
Coach, there were several points in the game where it was sort of stop and go between fouls and timeouts and the like. Do you guys have any kind of game plan for how you deal with that and build momentum in situations like that?
No, the game is changing. And, one thing about coaches and players, we have to adjust. If this is the way it's going to be, called, and we have to adjust to it. I mean, everybody has their marching orders. I'm sure the referees get their orders just like we get ours, and we'll adjust. I mean, it's just getting used to the way things are going to be called, and every year, every so many years, there's always a tweaking of what happens, and you have to just be able to kind of roll with those punches and keep getting better.
Shot selection, defensive intensity, you're trying to get that rhythm. That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
You're trying to find that rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly where we are. Want to make sure we're searching out a great shot when we're on offense, sharing the basketball, and we want to make sure our defensive intensity is up. Earlier in the season, I thought we were defending, but we didn't have the level of intensity that was good enough. I think over the last 3 or 4 games, I think our defensive intensity has really picked up for 40 minutes. And that's been the difference for us. I mean, we're back to playing UCF defense, which is, like I said, blue-collar, workman-like defense. And when we play that way, I think our offense is better. So I think it complements what we do offensively.
Is it good to see AJ Davis?
You know what it was?
Tonight?
Surprised me. It was great seeing him. I'm gonna try to get dinner with them, hopefully, maybe during the week. It's always good to see former players come back, and a lot of fond memories of AJ, of course, being here with him. So it was a good thing.
Anything else for Coach?
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys. Hope you guys had a happy
Thanks a lot.
Thanksgiving.
You too.
All right.
We not great. Not today. Not today.
All right. Whenever you guys are ready.
All right. So really turned things on in the second half, pulled away. What did Coach like? What did he tell you that he liked about your performance?
I mean, we like we always say, we're a defensive team. We have to pick up the intensity of the defensive end. I mean, the offense is going to take care of it, so people will make their shots. But we can't forget who we are. They made a lot of threes. We have to stop that from the jump. And we came out in the second half, and we went at it, and I think that was the difference. One of the differences.
Was that really a focus, trying to shut down their three-point shot in the second half?
Yes, absolutely. We played a lot of good three-point shooting teams, and we're not in the trading basket. So we got to really lock in the second half on defense and let the offense take care of itself and settle down.
Taco, you played this one. Is this the first time you played a full game without the goggles?
Yeah, because during practice, our trainer Jared, he said there was something on it, so I didn't try it, but I guess it was going to be blurry. I didn't want to wear the goggles from the jump, but they say it's to protect my eyes from getting hit, so I worried. But I'm going to get new ones.
But you did pretty well. I mean, 20 points. Without them, I mean, you must have felt pretty good of not wearing them.
Yeah, I mean, I got the contacts on. The goggles, sometimes you get foggy and then you get scratches on it. It's not very comfortable. That's why I don't like wearing them much. But at the same time, I'm not the doctor, so I would like not to wear them, but
Gotcha.
Either way, I'm fine.
Tucker, you shot better from the free throw line tonight early on. How did you improve on that before, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, just something that I had constantly to work on since after the shoulder surgery. Just trying to get back I feel like it's probably more mental. Just trying to get back to where it was, and the more repetition I get, the better it's going to be.
Aubrey, what did you see on the court tonight? You had a pretty big dunk.
Oh, didn't count.
You had one before.
I never done that. Did I? I never dunked today, did I?
Colin did.
That was Colin.
Colin had the big
Colin
one.
did.
Oh, yeah,
Except
no.
the dunks.
Yeah, no, I don't have any.
What did you see? What did you like out of Colin?
I mean, he's very talented. He's a very good player. And then he makes a lot of things look really easy, like that dunk. So, I mean, if he just stays in the right mindset and does his job, he'll be fine. The game comes very easy to him, so I'm not worried about him.
How big is this next game coming up against Alabama? I mean, I know you treat them all the same, but it's one of those games that you look on the schedule, that's a good opponent.
I mean, like you say, regardless of who you play, you gotta stick to what you do, and as long as you do that, it doesn't matter who you play. You gotta bring the intensity. You gotta play the same way. You gotta play the right way. You gotta play great defense, execute on offense, and everything else will take care of it. So regardless of who you play.
So how was it to come back after playing in the tournament, come back to this home crowd, come back home, playing in front of the crowd? How was that?
Awesome. That's always nice to come back and play in front of your home crowd. People are going to be there supporting you. So it was fun.
Next time we need more seniors. So.
Yeah. Well, Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, that'd be great. But it's after Thanksgiving on the weekend. Yeah, we understand.
Nobody's back on campus.
Was it good to see AJ Davis back in the building tonight?
It was great seeing him.
Very surprised.
I was surprised too. I saw, is that AJ?
Almost didn't recognize
He
him.
told me it was coming to him, but I just.
He didn't tell me.
I didn't expect him
We'll
to be
address
here today.
You guys have both battled injuries. What was it like for you guys to see Mackenzie Milton go down in the game, which he did? What are your thoughts for him?
About that, I was going to mention.
I didn't.
That really broke my heart yesterday. I mean, Mackenzie,
The worst part of the game.
Great guy, awesome guy, man. I'm sending my prayers to him, and that really hit me when I saw it yesterday. I really send my prayers to him and his family.
Absolutely.
Wish him a speedy recovery. Just be strong. But that really broke my heart.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't look at it. I heard about it, and I didn't even know it.
I didn't look at the actual.
The reactions weren't good. Yes,
I didn't look at the actual video because I didn't want to look good, but I saw a picture.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah,
it's prayers for him, man. He's a hard-working kid, a good dude. He was always there for me when I was going through my injury, so I can't. Prayers, man. Hopefully, speedy recovery.
Great dude, man. Yeah. Great dude. It really broke my heart to see that happen to him, but you know, sending out prayers to him, Absolutely. His family, wishing him a great recovery.
And how important is that emotional support that you get from family and friends to get through recovery?
All of it. It means everything to you, because it's only something you can really understand once you go through it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what kind of injury it is, once you sit out and have the game taken away from you, especially when everything's looking up for you. You know what I'm saying? The team's doing great, season's going great. I mean, it's nothing but heartbreak. So you know, people who care about you the most are the ones who are really gonna help you get through that, because that's something that you can't really put into words at all.
Anything else? All right, thanks.
Appreciate it, guys.
BJ coming in for you guys.
Tonight, I know you're real close with Mackenzie. Just take us through last night and your feelings.
Obviously, like everybody in Night Nation, you felt really bad for him. That's an extremely tough situation for somebody like that to happen to. He's been so great for UCF now the past 3 years. He's been starting quarterback, and he's done so much for university. And I feel bad for him and his family. But I heard his surgery went well, and I know he's gonna come back stronger than ever from this. I didn't go through anything as traumatic as what he went through yesterday with that kind of injury. But I got hurt last year and knew I was gonna be out for a significant amount of time. And I know he's a tough guy, and I know he's gonna stay positive. And I'm just wishing him the best, because, like you said, we are close. And that's my closest friend on the football team, football aside. And we talk. We talk 3-4 times a week, and I just really felt bad for him. But he's a really good dude, and I know he's a really mentally tough guy, so I know he's going to come back from this stronger.
What do you think your first conversation will be like?
I'm just going to be positive with him. I know I'm just going to be positive with him and know that, he has the support of, of everybody at the school, everybody at the university, and, everybody in Orlando, really. And I'm just going to talk to him and tell him, if he needs anything, I'm there for him. He just want to talk sometimes, because when you're going through an injury like that and you can't walk around and move like you do sometimes, you can get down. But, I'm going to talk to him, keep him positive, and just, keep him in good spirits, and, just keep him getting ready for, next season, because he is going to be back at some point. So now, it's just taking it day by day and just staying positive with the process and moving forward. There's times where he's going to be sad, there's times where he's going to want to cry and things like that. But, that's natural. The biggest thing is just to try to stay positive, and I'm just trying to keep him in good spirits when I talk to him.
The outpouring of support, does that blow you away?
It's been great. It's been great. When like I said, when you go through something like that, and somebody like him, from what I know about him, from just being, his friend, he's so passionate about football. He loves the game, and he loves being out there with his teammates, and you can see that when he plays, how passionate he is for the game. So I think just for him, having that kind of support that you said, from the whole country, really, Orlando, college football world has been supporting him, the mayor. I know he wrote something to him, Orlando Magic. Just having that kind of support from the whole community is going to be big for him. And the biggest thing is that, he's going to need that support throughout the whole process, not just now, when it initially happens, just, throughout the process, he needs people to stay in his corner that are going to keep him positive and keep him in good spirits. Because, like I said, UCF football wouldn't be what it is without Mackenzie.
The mantra, play for 10, seems to be picking up steam. Do you fall into that?
What'd you say?
Play for 10.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. Those guys been playing great, the past 2 years. But they're definitely going to play for him now. They're definitely going to rally around, him, and they should. Like I said, he's been the most influential player, for UCF football these past 2 years. They wouldn't be where they are without him, and the school wouldn't have the kind of notoriety that we've gotten without him. Heisman candidate. He's still gonna win. Conference Offensive Player of the Year again this year. So I know those guys are gonna rally around it, and I know going into the conference championship this week, and their bowl game, they're gonna play for him, and I'm just gonna do everything I can, on the basketball court, make him proud, and just talk to him and hit him up, as much as I can, keep him in good spirits.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, BJ. Thanks.